So first, getting started with the electronics version 2, let's first get to know about the hardware of it. What all the things you will be getting when it will be delivered to you. So in the contents of the electronics version 2 evaluation board, you will be finding there is a one evaluation board, which is this one. There are two header pins, male header pins to solder on the either side of the evaluation board, and then there is one debug adapter, JTAG to SWD adapter, and then there is a one 10-pin JTAG Jlink connecting wire. Okay, so the electronics version 2, this is the main board and the heart of this thing. Okay, and you will see that in the center of it there is a like S32K144 microcontroller, and it has number of onboard feature things on it. Like you can see, there is a CAN transceiver IC over here. Okay, and there are corresponding screw terminals for connecting it. You can see there are switches. Okay, two switches. There is one RGB LED on it at that, and then there is one potentiometer also on it. And then you can see also there is a the power configuration. You can configure that you want to power the electronics version 2 via the debugger or via the UART type C. Okay, so you can do that via this configuration. And the UART also, you have a UART onboard transceiver IC. Okay, UART transceiver, so you can connect it via UART type C cable. And for programming and debugging this board in the electronics version 2 and S32K144 microcontroller, we have given a support of onboard JTAG connector. Okay, so these are the 10-pin JTAG connector that you can use to program and debug using the JLINK debuggers. So the debugger that is the debugger would not be given to you with the packet contents. You need to buy the debugger separately, and this is the JLink V9 debugger that I would suggest. Now for connecting with the JLink V9 debugger or the JLink debuggers to this board, we'd be needing certain accessories, and those accessories are also given to you by the contents, by the packet contents of the electronics version 2. So there is one JTAG adapter that will be needing, that will use to and with this JTAG 10 pin connecting wire. Okay, and now another thing about the board is like I just want to tell you that the board is very well designed and modular. You can see on the silk screen of the board there are all the things which are written, or like the onboard features which are given. So which is connected to which pin number, which LED is connected to which pin number, UR terminals are connected to which pin number, onboard crystal oscillator is there, so what frequency is there of it. And the silk screen is very well designed, and like after the soldering this, be able to get an eye look of the electronics version 2 like this. So it is very easy for you to directly plug on the blackboard and breadboard and like use all of its pin out for the sensor module interfacing and making applications. So that's it. Now let's just get to know that how to connect the debugger with it. Okay, so for connecting the debugger, first of all we'll be needing a JLink V9 debugger. You can also buy this, like I will be giving you the description link to buy the JLink V9 debugger. Okay, and with the JLink V9 debugger contents, you will be getting these three things: JLink V9 debugger, the JTAG, the 20 pin connecting wire, and the cable for connecting the JLink V9 used to the laptop. So just need to connect this, connect the 20 pin connecting wire to the JTAG. Okay, JTAG adapter that will be given to you by us in the electronics version to packet contents. You just plug it now, and just make sure that you align the headouts of the adapter with the connecting wires. Now use this 10 pin connecting wire, one of its end, and connect it to the 10 pin of the debug adapter. Okay, and just make sure that the its header is aligned with the connector, and then connect this connector the other end with the JLink with the electronics version 2, and you will be able to see that on the outside of the like the end out which the board is ending, you need to make the head out portion of the connecting wire, this one, to that end. Okay, so now you just connect it this way, and now you just connect your JLink V9 or go to your PC. Okay, and as if now I've done the configuration via the UART, so now let me just pull its configuration to the other end. Hmm. Okay. Yes, configuration is done, and you can see now board is and debugger both are powered on. So that's all you I want to tell you about the getting started with in terms of hardware. There are a lot more things that will be coming in the upcoming videos. Now let's just get to know about the software getting started. Now, for starting with the software in terms of the electronics version 2, as I have told that NXP Semiconductor provide its dedicated IDE and software development kit and debugging tools packages. So that's what we are going to do. So you can refer the getting started manual in which I have told all the things in a textual and a detailed way also. So first of all, the things that would be needing is the IDE and the S32K1 SDK software development kit, which will be having all the peripheral drivers and the NXP demo codes, and that you can get via this link. Okay, I have made a blog on the getting started with Design Studio Part 1, in which I have told all these steps in a step by step way, that how to install the IDE, how to install the software development kit packages, and how to register on the NXP website, and all these steps in a very detailed and in a step by step way. So again, guys, refer to this blog, okay, for the software ID installation and the SDK setup. Another thing that would be also to take care of is that, as I have told you, that this controller comes with many industrial tools and frameworks like of S32 configuration tool, which is used for configuring the microcontroller in a GUI form. Okay, to get an idea about it, I have you can refer the second blog on the getting started with Design Studio Part 2, in which I have detailed in explanation about the S32 code configuration tool and how to use it. So you will be getting many things on this, like how to install them, explaining all of its GUI, what all features are it, how to configure the peripheral, how to configure the clock, and there are many number of things which you can explore. So for getting to know about the code configuration tool, you can refer to this blog. So, like, and the third and another thing that will be needing is debugger. So as I have shown you in the getting started hardware manual, getting started hardware section of the video, that we would be using either we would be using Jlink debugger. So it has all the debugging features like step into, step over, watch points, expression, free autos, debug plugins, and all. So all those on how to do the debugging and how to flash the program on the microcontroller, that also I have told on one of the blogs, that is S32 Design Studio Part 3, in which I have basically tell on how to code, how to compile, and how to build the code on the Design Studio ID, and how to do all the configure the code configuration, like debug configurations, and how to do step into step breakpoints and debugging things. Okay, so like using these three blocks of Design Studio Part 1 2 3, you will be able to get totally hands-on experience on how to get started with it, with its part 1 having the ID installation and software development kit installation, part 2 making you aware about how to use the code configuration tool for writing and generating the codes, just like in STM32 we have CubeMX, and the part 3 in which I am telling you about the S32 Design Studio Debugger, and how to use the the debug configuration and those things. Another, like apart from debugging via the S32 Design Studio, there are also some other debugging tools like FreeMaster Debugging tool, which is provided by NXP, in which it gives very GUI and interactive way for debugging out the things. And there is so we'll be exploring the FreeMaster in another video that I will be having in detailed tutorial on it. Another thing for the debugging thing, which I would also like to tell you about, the JLink software and documentation pack. So basically, Jlink is a debugger tool which is developed and manufactured by the Seger Systems, and Seger provided own some debugging tools and facility debugging tools and applications for the Jlink debuggers. So as we are using the Jlink debugger, so this will be very useful for us during the course of development and debugging out the things. So yeah, you can just follow the resources getting started manual, refer to the part 1 part 2 and part 3 blog of the Design Studio. Okay, this will give you totally hands on how to get started with the software and for this controller, and then using the IDE you will be able to upload the hello world sketch and things. Okay, So if you get any issues or any things to ask in the getting started with hardware software, you can refer them in the below comment section, or you can just refer the documentation and the resources which I have created. Okay. So I hope guys that this video is informative. So if you are looking forward to have some hands-on experience with some industrial microcontroller, want to break through and come out of Arduino and ESP environment, this video is for you. If you want to make automotive div projects, make interesting electric immobilizer cryptography oriented projects, small ECUs for the body and control, like controlling wipers, motors, different things, chases and power domain, controlling the BLDC motors, is number of engine sensors and those things. So you can make all those things using this controller, having the support of Autosar. So it will give you much the ahead for learning the skills of Autosar. It has support of RTOS. It has support of safety and security features and these things. Okay, so this video is just an introduction video and on getting started with the electronics version 2 development board. Okay, now in the future I would be having the tutorial series continued on my sensor and module interfacing, and the new video which I am creating on cryptography basically. So exploiting all the cryptographic operations on it, how to provide the safety and security, and why is it needed, making different applications with those things. Those will be the first go through of me with it. Meanwhile, you can also refer to the getting started and peripheral drivers, and div projects will be made with time. So I hope you like the video. Do share it among friends. Make this video as awareness as possible. Share among your group, and for any doubts and questions, please mention them in the comment section. We'll see you on the next video. So that's it for now guys. Like the video and subscribe to the channel, and do share it among your friends, and press the bell icon to get notified with such videos as and when they are uploaded.